Hello and welcome to another Ercoupe TV episode. Filmed in late April 2024, we're doing a quick flight over the Northern Sierra. I had set out on this flight just as a last fling before pulling all the panels off the aircraft for its annual inspection. I'd intended to have a quick flight to Blue Canyon, but it was smooth and magnificent out there, so I kept heading east deep into the Sierra. Let's see where we end up. Flying over the Granite Chief Wilderness area on the crest of the northern Sierra Nevada, Tinker Knob stands out with its 8,949 feet of elevation. Looking round to the north now, we can see the Truckee Airport is all fogged in. This low-lying cloud was reported on the Meta, and I had formed my plan to go to Minden, which was reporting clear and calm. Here we can see the lake the North Star Ski Resort. Nearest on the bottom left there is Mount Pluto, the now extinct volcano that caused the natural dams that formed Lake Tahoe somewhere around 2 million years ago. And now we're up to 10,000 feet and we're just about to head over the lake, still nice and smooth. Looking back over the wing towards Donner Lake, as you can see, a lot of moisture around today, and it's definitely using a lot of carb heat. You can clearly see why they call Lake Tahoe Big Blue. 20 miles long and 10 miles wide and nearly 1,600 feet deep. It's quite a lake. With 4,000 feet of clearance over the water, I still get nervous cutting the corner over the lake as we pass by. There's a few beaches and roads that could be good options, but you're probably going to be putting down in the water as near to the shore as you can. Back over land on the east side of the lake, we head over Spooner's Summit Pass, a low point that follows the road down into Nevada's Carson Valley. The night before gave us a small amount of precipitation, and you can see these higher trees have a fresh coating of snow. As we descend from 10,000 feet through the pass, we make a beeline to the 5,700 foot pattern at Minden Airport. It was nice to pick our way through the few wispy clouds in the way. Very pretty. Carson Range's abrupt elevation change is always striking, even more so with the white peaks and the bright green in the valley at this time of year. A quick stop for coffee and breakfast at Minden's great little airport cafe, and we're back in the air for the 15-minute flight into Alpine County Airport. Alpine County, which has FAA identifier M45, is a fairly high elevation airport at 5,872 feet. The runway is paved and just over 4,000 feet long. Today was a perfect day to visit, calm and cool. One definitely has to be careful with mountain winds and density altitude here though, especially in a low-powered aircraft. Thanks to Australian viewer John Inglis for the suggestion to stop by here. Today, a helicopter crew were performing operations to reseed the surrounding land with native grasses and wildflowers. As you can see, this area was burned by the huge tamarack fire in July of 2021, over 68,000 acres. Diane and I actually passed this fire in the first video of our 2021 Oshkosh trip. There's a shot that shows the billowing smoke beyond Lake Tahoe as we head out on the adventure. I'll put a link in the description to a page which details what they are doing in this operation. After checking the winds were going to be okay for an hour or so, I decided to go for a run down to the nearby lake. Look at this scenery. Just taking a walk down the road here. Apparently there's a lake. Whew, I'm running. Coming up to the lake. Really beautiful. This uphill, that'll get you. It's like a little 3-mile loop down to the lake. And we should see the aircraft here. There we go. Very pretty. Probably more is drained into this side since I'm on a slope. What do you reckon? 6? 5. Yeah. Okay. There's an hour home. Plus the header tank. And look at this place. Refilling the hopper with I think they're reseeding. See, you can see there's a whole load of fire damage around here. The place actually. So apparently they're reseeding the whole place. Try and get it going. Chocks, tow bar, pitot cover. Alright, let's take off in that direction. Departing runway 35, we had a bit of a headwind right now, but nothing too bad. That's the reservoir that I ran down to. And we're heading back to the Carson Valley. Heading north alongside the Carson Range, passing Jobs Peak. Beyond this is the town of South Lake Tahoe and the lake itself. The Carson Range is a spur of the Sierra Nevada, forming the eastern part of the mountains that surround Lake Tahoe. Looking down on the Kingsbury Grade, climbing back up to 10,000 feet. Minden Airport is off to our right. And now we're climbing over the Nevada side of the lake, over Spooner's Summit Pass again, passing through 9,800 feet. Lake Tahoe is situated over the California and Nevada borders. This spit of land ahead is where the state line is positioned. We're still on the Nevada side at this point. Looking down on Kings Beach and the road to Truckee. The old snow sheds over the railway are visible beneath Donner Peak here. Unused, today the railway goes through the much longer tunnel right under the mountain. At least I think that's the case. It was hard to find information in my Google searches. If anyone has knowledge of the current railway, please leave a comment. Here we are following Interstate 80 back west, heading into the lower country. Winds are getting a little bumpy, however. Looking back at Bear Valley near Blue Canyon. And now we're back into the pattern at Nevada County Airport, upwind for runway 25. And on the downwind for runway 25, about to pull the power and land. Okay, so all cleaned up here, back in the hangar. Great little trip up to Alpine County Airport, there just south of Minden. But the weather, although on the way going up there was completely smooth, the wind was getting up by the time I left around midday, and just a good reminder not to mess with the wind or weather in the mountains there. As I was actually going to do a second landing. I was actually going to land again to pay more attention to the takeoff roll distances and just get a bit more familiar with the place, because I'd like to bring Diane or Charles up there. So I wanted a bit more data just on the takeoff roll distance, and I was coming round on short final there, maybe 100 feet off the ground, possibly between 50 and 100 feet, and a big gust of wind got me from the right and pushed me over maybe, I don't know, 30 to 40 degrees bank right at the last minute there, so I throttled up and just wrote off that landing. So yeah, the wind was starting to get up, so yes, a good lesson not to mess with the weather. But yeah, rest of the trip was fine, just a little bit of turbulence on the way back. So that was a good trip. Thank you for watching. See you next time.